release of the new pastel duets is a really exciting release for Panerai, a really colorful release for Panerai. As far as I know, we've never seen colors like these on a Panerai before. Panerai has announced these watches 38mm in the Due collection. If you follow our channel or even me on Instagram, you know I love the Panerai Due. The PAM01311 was my daily driver for about a year. I used to wear a larger Panerai or even sometimes like a 44mm titanium Luminor. But what I love about the 38mm, it is so comfortable. I know the expression fits like a glove is overused, but it fits so comfortably on the wrist. I don't even notice it's there, and that's why I like it so much. But at the same time, you still get the Luminor look. It looks just like a classic Panerai, but 40% thinner and in a more manageable size. And if you love Panerai and you love watch reviews, make sure to follow our channel. We're Oliver Smith Jeweler. We've been in the business for 42 years, working with Panerai for over 20 years, and we love the brand just as much as you do. So the Due line was released, oh my gosh, I'm gonna say like 2016, really kind of came into its own 2017, 2018. And it was meant to be a Panerai dress watch. I know a little kind of an oxymoron there, but what's really made the line stand out and be so popular is that it's a smaller, thinner Panerai size. A lot of people shied away from Panerai, especially in the chunky 44mm Luminor. They're like, it's just too big for me. But this is a great way to get into the brand. Still looks like the Luminor, classic Panerai style, but in a smaller size. Now let's talk about these colors. This is the first time Panerai has gotten this colorful. We have a mint green, a pink, and kind of a light blue. Now, the first thing I noticed about the colors is we have the gradient colorway again. So you'll notice up at 12 o'clock, the color's a little lighter, and then as you work your way down, it's darker at 6 o'clock. Now, back when this was on submersibles and the Luminor collections, I always interpreted it as a dive, like a dive memento or like a tribute to diving. So when you're up closer on the surface, it's lighter, and then you're diving down and it gets darker as you go. I now feel like this is one of Panerai's signature colorways, and it's just sort of snuck in without a big announcement about it. But it's really cool, and I like to see it on Panerai. You kind of know, okay, that's a Panerai. Looking closer at the dials on these watches, it is a sandwich dial. This is a design note we love for Panerai. So what that means, you have the dial on top, and then they laser cut out those numbers and dashes to reveal an entire dial of luminescence below. So that dial is kind of sandwiched between there. That's going to make the luminescence even brighter for you. So you did actually take this diving or you walked into a dark room. Now these watches will dive to 50 meters. I know the Due isn't technically a dive watch, but that should be plenty. That's plenty. You can wear this watch in the water, especially on this bracelet, no problem. Now I want to highlight a detail on the bracelet that I also love. If you look at Panerai's bracelet here, you're going to see this half moon shape. That's actually mimicking the crown guard found on the side of the watch. It's just a really nice detail. Brushed bracelet all the way through. That's what you want. It's going to help hide scratches, but then we've got high polish in the center. That's going to give a little bit more of a luxe look. There's a second stand at 9 o'clock, a date at 3 o'clock, the Panerai's crown guard on the right-hand side. What is probably the most exciting thing for me about these watches is the strap that comes with it. So you have the metal bracelet that comes on the watch. It's also going to come with a satin colorful strap option, but the strap comes with a buckle. If you know anything around switching Panerai straps, it's usually really easy to change the buckle, but how nice that they give you a buckle with this bracelet since you can't pull the buckle off the bracelet itself. Now the bracelet does need to be removed. It is a screw-in pin in there. It's pretty easy, lefty-loosey, you take that pin out. We've got plenty of videos on how to do that. But then once you get to these new satin straps, it is a quick release, so it's just gonna pop on and pop off. You can mix it up with leather straps, alligator, and I actually have heard that there is a rubber strap for the Due coming out this summer. So we've seen a lot of color in fashion, in culture. I think coming out of COVID, everyone wants to live a little bit more colorfully. It's fun to see this from Panerai. Historically, we see a lot of muted tones from Panerai, a lot of black and white. So this is fun option for women. I've also seen plenty of men wear the 38mm. It's really whatever size you think is best. If you have any questions on these watches, please leave them below. I am happy to answer, and make sure to follow us for more content like this. Thanks for watching.